Hello everybody, my name is Grimatius and welcome to my channel. We are back with another episode of the Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, and we're going to be doing it a little bit different this time because this shall be my last episode for this series as a whole, not just the Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, but Minecraft Story Mode as a whole, because I don't think I want to continue recording this game anymore. I mean, I'll continue playing it. Like, I actually finished the Season 2 game, and if they'll come out with Season 3, I may consider buying it. I have no idea, it's quite expensive for me. But to me, I've decided that I just do not want to record anymore. And I just realized this is a lot more than... It's here played in French, German, or Spanish, but there's actually like a lot more language here. I can see Chinese here. Whatever, and I saw Russian there as well. But, what was I saying? Yeah, the reason why, I mean, it's not that much of a reason, it's just that I'm not getting views, and recording this game is actually a bit difficult because you cannot like go back if, let's say, you do something wrong. It's very difficult to let's say if your hardware just wasn't working, you cannot retrace step your back so that you can record that part, or suddenly a recording device is no longer working and then you have play forward and you couldn't return back to, you know, where you stopped recording. So there's a lot of these kind of issues, and at the same time I can't save the progress because of my whole account thing, which Mojang just completely forgotten about it. They just decided that it's not important enough. So I just don't see the reason to going through that, especially since I'm not even getting any views. So yeah. I decided to just gonna edit, but then I'm a bit of an OCD when it comes to completing projects, so I want to kind of just end this series with a proper conclusion, because right now it's sort of inactive. So what I'm going to do is that we're going to go to extras, then let's go to your choices and kind of just recap what I have been doing, you know, pretty much the whole season, because I think it's a bit faster, it's a bit easier, and also at the same time I think everyone has played this game already. You can always watch, if you are, I don't know who you are, if you are watching this video and you're thinking like, oh, you want to watch the whole story, you can always find it in the other YouTube land, you know, the whole YouTubers, and everybody's doing it. My good friend Addictive G is doing it as well, so maybe you can look at her gameplay. I'll maybe put down her link in my description, just so it looks like as if I give you some form of gameplay. I don't know. But anyway, let's go through your choices and kind of just show my point of view. Yeah, my point of view on why I selected the choices, because I felt like that's the whole highlight of this game, is when different players have different choices. So that's where I'm gonna go. So we're just gonna click your choices, so we can see a couple of things here. I think I played up to episode 1, so I don't really know this. I don't remember what is chose to sneak. I can't really recall myself, but I'll recall the exact scenario. But I remember leaving Radar in charge because I don't know, I felt Radar was a bit like neurotic in a way, but he looks reliable, and also if I'm leaving, someone needs to be in charge, so therefore I chose Radar in charge. A lot of people didn't trust Radar apparently. At least half of us didn't trust Radar. I just trust Radar because I just felt there was no other option, and he seems quite competent, maybe a little bit fanboyish, but he looks pretty well. 51 players chose to tell Petra to just be herself. This is something which I practice in real life as well. I always tell people to just be yourself. There are times where you need to pretend to be someone else, but a lot of times, in the case of Petra, you just have to be yourself. I think the entire series, she was just really conflicted in terms of whether she wants to stay like in town or she wants to go adventure. And you know, if she wants to be adventurous, then she should be. I think she was really bogged down by a lot of us having our own goal. Like Lucas has his boat, Olivia has a city, so does Axel. I have my own city as well, and she doesn't have any of that. So when I'm telling her to be herself, it's that if she wants to adventure, then she should do adventuring, because that's her niche, that's her specialty. You know, she can always come back to our city, which I forgot what it's called already. I know it's not Champion City. Beacon Town, yes, Beacon Town. That if you always want to come back and relax, you can always come back to us. We're always there. For a night of players, others chose the wall of the builder. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on when I chose this. I wasn't really reading, I was quite distracted, so I just chose. I know it was either fighter or builder. It was either defensive or offensive, and I'm not good at fighting in general. I'm a very passive person, so I chose builder, more like a defender kind of thing. So I just thought, like, you know, this is choose Defender because that's more of my style. But actually, I have no idea what's going on with the story. I still do not know what's going on with the story. So I kind of just picked this out of personal interest. UF9 players chose to grab Petra's sword. I don't remember this actually. I don't remember the scenario that led to this. No. Was it that we tried to save like either the other guy's name? I can't remember. Nerm's friend or Petra, and I think we chose to save Petra by grabbing a sword. I remember. Anyway, episode 2. So episode 2, UF45 players left Lucas in charge. Again, can't remember Lucas in charge of what exactly. I assume Beacon Town, because halfway through the game Lucas just disappeared. Something from episode 3 or 4. I think episode 3 we didn't see Lucas anymore, so I don't really know what happened to him. But whatever, we chose Lucas in charge. I trust Lucas. There's no issue there. I don't know why half of the people didn't choose Lucas. Maybe it was between Lucas. Oh yeah, I don't remember. It's between Lucas or Radar. And I chose Lucas over Radar because Lucas, well, it's no brainer. Lucas is a lot more tougher. You know, he has his ocelots with him, which he did in the end. He's a lot tougher. He did adventure, whereas Radar has not. So I guess I trust Lucas a little bit more. But it's not like I don't trust Radar. It's just that Lucas seems a lot more competent, especially when we're fighting against such a powerful bad guy, that I think it's better if I put Lucas in charge, who can lead the team. Okay, you and 25 are players told her that adventure is a calling. I assume her is Petra. Same reason as I did in the last episode 1, it's just that I felt that was a thing. If she wants to do it, she should do it. And you know, yeah. You and the 551 players went with Radar and Lucas. This was the tracks between the minecart with Radar Lucas or the minecart with Petra, Nerm, and again I always forget his guy. What's his name? Whatever. I chose Radar and Lucas because, well, I felt Petra and the other guy are quite competent. They are quite capable of fighting themselves, defending for themselves. Nerm is a little bit weak in terms of combat, but I think Petra was like another version of Jessie. So, and they really have 3 people there, so I thought that was pretty safe. When I look back at Radar and Lucas, all we have is Radar, who's not combative, and Lucas is pretty good at combat, but I think because it's only 2 players and Lucas has to carry Radar, I felt like it's much easier if I were to help Radar and Lucas, because it seems like, obviously if you want to balance the team, I have to go to Radar and Lucas. 51 players went to Radar and Lucas. A lot of this is kinda similar, like 50%, 50%, except for this one, which I went like the minority choice. I think, yeah, a lot of it is just in between. So yeah, I guess I'm not the only one who thinks that. You have 52 of players chose Jack to get the clock. I can't recall the reason, but I remember I was busy doing something, like I was like fighting mobs or something, and I just told Jack, because I trust Jack, you know. He was still a friend, he's still an ally, and he was available at a point of time, and I chose Jack. I think that's the reason why I chose him, I'm not too sure. You and the 54 players had Mercy and freed Stella. Well, I think this is just humane, being human. Obviously, the admin is crazy, so I just don't think even Stella deserves it. So yeah, it's just human emotion things. But surprisingly, 50% of people chose otherwise. You and 47 of players agreed to work for the Warden. Wasn't the Warden Stella? I don't recall, but yeah. And you have 55 players follow the Warden's order. Yeah, to me it's just there's not an option. My priority goal was to escape, you know, to save Beacon Town. So yeah, I had to follow the Warden's order, even though it puts other people in danger. Unfortunately, I cannot save everyone, you know, that's the reality. So I chose to follow the Warden's order because I felt like that's what I was doing in real life. That I know it's a bit mean, but if it has to go, if it means for greater good, then I guess it makes sense. Unfortunately, I hope I would never have to come into this kind of dilemma. You and 47 of players have Stella on the inside the admin circle of trust. I don't really know why 50% of players felt they don't need that. I think that's valuable to have someone you trust. Clearly, as I finished the game, I realized, yeah, it's really important to have Stella within the admin circle. That was what helped us to win. I don't know what happened if he chose otherwise, but to me it was a no nonsense. I helped Stella before and I trust Stella in that way. Yeah, we're not the best of friends, but I think we both have the same goal, and that is to go back to our world and try to, you know, just go back to our home, you know, that's what you want. you and 54 players left Luna behind. That was a heartbreaker for me. I know, I'm surprised 54% actually left Luna. I thought there would be a lot less. I think I saw a bit of Addictive G's gameplay and I think she didn't leave Luna. I can't recall actually. I have to watch back a series, but that really broke me down. I hope there was an option where I could just leave myself, and I found out later there was an option where you'll not finish again, the game will just end there. So you have to leave between either Luna or Nerm, and it took me quite a while to think about which decision, and in the end I chose Luna because first I felt Luna was a lot more tougher than Nerm. I don't think Nerm was that good in terms of adventure. I think Luna is a lot more tougher. She has shown her capabilities in terms of taking care of herself, but it's also because Luna is more of a selfish player in the sense that she takes care of only herself. You know, sometimes she follows us along, but she doesn't really contribute in terms of the overall success, which is unlike Nerm. Nerm is a mapper. He creates map and he helps out a lot as well in his own way. So I felt like in terms of who can benefit us as a team more, it was Nerm compared to Luna. At the same time, like I said, Nerm needs help, Luna is more tough, and also I had Jack with me, and I didn't really want to disappoint Jack. I know Stella, I promised Stella to take care of Luna, but I can always create a story saying that Luna was just, something happened, Luna was just left behind because of that, whereas it's much more difficult for me to lie to Jack because of that. You and 54 players stayed behind to help Zara. This is because we decided to abandon Radar instead of Zara and her friends. This was a lot more easier than helping, choosing between Luna and Nerm, because I made a promise to Zara. I did make a promise to Zara, and I did say that I will help her and her people out of the world. And Radar volunteered. It was simple as that. Radar volunteered, and he volunteered pretty much as that. I want to save Zara, I want to save Radar too, but Radar volunteered to be the decoy so that I can help Zara and the rest, and I decided to honor that wish. So yeah, go to episode 4. You and 51 of players accepted the scavenger deal. What? I don't remember this. You and 51 players accepted the scavenger's deal. Oh no, Zara is not Radar. Zara is the other admin. Oh yeah. Yeah, Zara is the other admin. We chose to stay back to help Zara because we need Zara's help, simply as that. No other reasons. But yeah, episode 4 is you and 51 players chose to accept the scavenger's deal, which is to find it to enter the Fred's Keep contesting. I think that's what it's called, Fred's Keep. I'm reading this. Yeah, again, no brainer. I don't know what happened if you chose the other way around. I have no idea. You have 53 players won the trail contest. Fred Keeps pretty easy to win. Don't know what happened if you actually lose. I don't know if I want to find out. We shall see if I have the time, but I'm quite busy right now, so I'm not sure if I have the time to look in the YouTube world and see what happens if you don't win. But interesting. I got a feeling most of these people just kind of like, just to see what happened in the end. So I won the Fred's Keep, then I play again, I just lose the Fred's Keep and just see what happens. So I'm not surprised this is why most of the decision is 50%, 50%. You and 32% of players promised to wait for Petra. I think this is one of the more emotional discussion, and I think I remember feeling something when I was playing this. Don't really recall what exactly the discussion was, but something about that I'll wait for her, you know, and it's kind of like me saying that, you know, you can go on your adventure, you can always come back to Beacon Town, and I'll always be there to greet you, I'll always be there to welcome you, you know, I'll always be there to wait for you. I don't know, is that supposed to have a romantic meaning to it? I have no idea. But whatever. You and 46 of players gave Zara her bait. Again, humane, and we need her help. I think at this point she no longer helped us. She kind of just abandoned us. She wants to stay at her place. We should honor her wishes, but it was just human, you know. It was just, she missed a bait, so I gave her a bait. It was just a way of saying thank you. I honestly did not forgive her for leaving Luna behind, for forcing me to leave Luna behind. In fact, when I left Luna, that was sort of my resolution to defeat the admin. That was like, there was no other ways I would defeat the admin, because I mean, throughout the whole series, I've been pretty compassionate in terms of like, you know, yeah, I always choose a more compassionate choices. You know, I'm not very aggressive, just even in general. But after the Luna, what happened to Luna, I kind of like abandoned all that, and my primary goal was just to defeat admin. And then even if it means give back to Zara her bit, even if it means treating Zara well, even though she's such a horrible person, if it helps me defeat that admin, that was my primary goal at that point. That was the motivation. You have 52% of player brought Pinta and friends to the surface. So that was what I mentioned in the episode 3, that I made a promise to her and Radar volunteered. So to me that was slightly easier, but with Luna and Radar, that was like my motivation and my goal to rescue them, to defeat admin. That was like the main drive for me. So episode 5, the last episode, is you have 44% of players told Jack to play it cool in front of. Who was it in front of? There was definitely an idol. I don't recall. But to me it was just play it cool, you know. I don't think I actually responded. I think I actually just keep quiet and they just chose play it cool. And I remember my character kind of do the I don't know sign, like kind of like whatever. And then you at 50% of players left the admin statue and kept Nell safe. I saw Addictive G's when she played this, she didn't do it and she got Nell in danger, and she felt bad about it in her video, and I'm like, yeah, I would not. I foresee that. I foresaw that that if I were to change the statue, Nell would be questioned. At the same time, I didn't want to, like in Addictive G's video, Addie's video, she said that she wants more and more people to know that she's the real Jessie. But to me, I was more like still playing the incognito. I was still trying to find out what's going on, still trying to find a way to defeat the admin. So if I have to pretend to be admin at this point of time, I will. So I decided to left the statue. You at 53% of players tried to reason with the admin. I don't think there was a lot of options. I don't think there was a lot of options. We were at his mercy. We were not as powerful as him. We have not gotten the password or the gauntlet at the final. We have the gold gauntlet yet. Spoilers. We have not gotten the gold gauntlet yet. So was it gold? I can't remember. I think it was gold. I was not able to defeat admin at that point. So I was trying to reason with admin and see if he could, you know, be a bit more sympathy and everything. Obviously, it didn't work. You have 48% of players left Romeo behind. Who was Romeo? Oh, Romeo was the admin. Yeah. Obviously, I expect more people to choose to take Romeo along. But to me, like I say, even though at this point of time we got back Luna, we got back Radar, at this part of the game, I just could not forgive the admin. That was something I could not forgive, forcing me to choose between two friends, forcing me to abandon a friend. It was especially Luna. Luna was stuck in a cage for so long because there was no other option. That was a no. To me, that really fuels me. That really angered me. So to me, when I leave Romeo behind was sort of just saying that, you know, we are even now. I no longer want to help you. I don't see you as a friend. I don't sympathize you. You deserve this, and you know, I wish you all the best. Kind of that. And you at 49% of players stayed in Beacon Town instead of follow Patra, because I am the leader of Beacon Town. I do have a duty. I do have a job. Even though I trust Radar, I trust Lucas, I do still have a job. I am the leader, and at the same time, I think in real life, I have enough adventure. I think after that whole fighting admins, fighting the founders, the creators, or whatever, and the Order of the Stone, and all that, I think I had enough adventure. If I am Jessie, so I decided to, you know, relax a little bit, stay back. And if I ever feel like adventuring again, I can always look for Petra. I believe Petra will come back eventually. You know, she needs a place to come back, obviously. So I would like to be the one to greet her when she comes back. So yeah, that's the recap. I wish I have the final credit scene. I don't know if this works or not. Let's see, credit. Oh well, I thought there would be like, there's supposed to be like something going on which shows how we treat each of the characters. I know we made Petra more confident in herself, which I'm glad. I know we sort of patched things out with Stella, which I'm also glad, because I don't like Stella, but in a way, I felt like I needed her throughout the whole ordeal, and she came through. You know, I'm glad that happened. I remember we did something with Fred and Nerm. I don't remember what was the result I got. And as for Romeo, the admin, yeah, I just had no sympathy for him. I don't know what was my final decision, but I just had no sympathy for him. I left him, obviously. So yeah, that's that. But I guess I'm gonna end it here right now. This is, like I said, this is the finale of the series. I no longer want to continue this series. I just no longer see the point. This series is way too popular. Everyone is doing it, especially big YouTubers. I don't see the point of me doing it, and I would rather enjoy my game without having to record, because, you know, you need a certain level of energy to record. So, yeah, if I'm not going to upload this, then I myself don't record it. It's as simple as that. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it here right now. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. If you do, please subscribe or like, and well, we shall see you next time. So, goodbye.